All right, I'm here in the thrift store this morning. I kind of got a late start, so I didn't film an intro, and who knows if I'll be able to use this because the music is blaring right ahead of me. But I'm already in the thrift store. We opened like maybe 20 minutes ago, and we are off to a hot start, so I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. Hey, Future Caleb here. I was running a little bit behind this morning, so I wanted to pop in and just give you guys a little bit of detail on what is going on in this video. This is my sourcing day. Thursday is my sourcing day. We're doing a day in the life, and I'm doing every single day of the week because I do each of my days a little bit differently. I don't do the same things every single day, Monday through Friday, but I do the same things every single week, week to week, and I've tried to optimize my schedule Monday through Friday to be the most efficient every single day. On Thursdays, it's mainly a sourcing day. Today, I go on an even longer adventure. I start at the thrift store, go do some retail arbitrage for eBay, selling some wholesale, and doing some whatnot, selling in the golf category. That's what we're up to today. Let's jump back into the thrift store. So I bring my mom with me on Thursdays, and she takes the cart once I fill it in the first 20-30 minutes or so, and I keep looking, and she starts going through those, checking for flaws, organizing, taking hangers off, all that stuff so we can check out quickly. All right, second cart is filling up. A lot of golf stuff, if you've been following the channel. You know that I'm selling a lot of golf stuff on Whatnot, so this is kind of my main place to stock up, so I'm hitting the golf stuff hard. All right, gotta show you guys a fun find. I saw this tag sticking out like that. I knew that was a Champion Todd Snyder collab. Nice little, I don't know, turtleneck sweatshirt. Pretty cool. I do have to look it up though, because they want 15 bucks for it, so it's not a no-brainer. If I had to guess, it's a $50 thing, so I would get it, but I don't know. And then here's two examples of something I'd pick up for Whatnot. This is like a lightweight performance golf quarter zip. Orange is half off, and then we get 25% off everything. So that's what, 25%, so $4.50. And this one would be less than that, like $4. And I sell these for $15 on Whatnot. Got a little teaching moment for you guys. This would be a Grand Slam pickup if that was a vintage Made in USA Polo Ralph Lauren, but this is the back of a Hanes heavyweight crew neck. So they cut the tag and sewed a Polo Ralph Lauren logo on there. The logo itself actually isn't too bad, but you can see right here from the neck to the nose it's connected. So it's kind of a dead giveaway that that's not a good logo as well. Also, if you go to a high volume thrift store that kind of knows their stuff and prices things up, definitely pay attention to the price. I just found this Jordan sweatshirt priced at $8, half off, so it'd be $3. But I know that they usually price this stuff at like 25. So then upon further inspection, it was also fake. So they know their stuff too. They priced it cheaper. So you got to pay attention to all those little details. Just hit the new rack and got this G4 Polo. Normally they price these up at like 25, so I'll take it. Editing Caleb, that was another example of pay attention to the price. If they normally price it at 25 and they have it at 8, there's probably a reason, and there was a hole in the back of it. So when I talk about high volume thrift stores, this is what I'm talking about, like racks and racks of tons of stuff. Then you're just gonna have a higher chance of finding good items, and a lot of these places are for-profit thrift stores, so they purchase their inventory, so it's not as beat down and sorted through as like a typical thrift store because they're selling every single thing. Sometimes you got to use your spidey senses. I saw this tag, it said made in Chicago, and this little leather patch here. I have no idea what this brand is, but I'm gonna try to figure it out and see if it's good or not. It'll be 25% off of 15, so like 12-ish bucks. So I'll pop a comp up on the screen right here. All right, and just a couple pairs down from that, I found this huge leather patch. That's a sign that I'm gonna be interested in this. I feel it's super, super stiff. So I came down here, and people ask how I find selvage denim. If it looks really stiff, that's a good sign. And then you just gotta flip the leg and try to find out. So what do we have here? I don't even know what brand we have. The unbranded brand. I think that's actually pretty good. We got relaxed, tapered selvage, 30-inch, really good size for selvage. I'm gonna guess at 15 that's an auto pickup, but I'll put a comp on the screen. All right, I do try to be a little bit discreet here. Like I don't try to film super loud or make a big fuss about buying like 100 items sometimes every week, because I don't really want to draw attention to myself. I just want to be, you know, a normal customer here. So I'll kind of give you the rundown up here before I go up front to meet up with my mom. But basically I put all the lookup items in the top, all the automatic goes in the bottom. Then she looks over the ones in the bottom for flaws, and then I look up the ones in the lookup section. Then we stack them all up, folded, dehangered, all that good stuff, and then we go check out as fast as we can, try to make it painless for everybody, us included. And it's worked out well. You know, we made friends here. That's good. I did recently, like maybe 3 months ago, get my tax exempt license. So that's been nice too, saving some extra money. That's 6.5% every single time I source here. So should have done that probably about 2 years ago, but so be it. All right, we got 95 items today at the first stop, and today is a special day for you guys because I'm doing some extra sourcing today, so I'm gonna bring you guys along with me. I'm gonna go to a store that I've never gone to before. I've been hearing really good things about their clearance sale. This is mainly gonna be sourcing for the golf stuff on Whatnot, but hey, if I find a good eBay flip there, I'm not gonna pass it up. So come along, got my mom with me, got a little bit of a hike, and we'll catch up at the next store. All right, we stopped I grabbed a coffee and used the restroom, and it ended up being in the same plaza as a TJ Maxx, and they're still doing the yellow tag sale, so we popped in. Luckily we did, because I'm gonna grab a few things. We got the Yada Golf for 17, and then the rest are all on clearance. FootJoy for 13. This is probably not a good eBay item, but on Whatnot, FootJoy is like one of my most requested brands. We got the Callaway OptiDry, another thing I'd never buy for eBay, but pretty good for Whatnot. Some Dunning golf shorts for $8 a piece, Polo Ralph Lauren shorts for 10, and FootJoy pants for 16. So honestly, very surprised by that because I was just in this store like a month ago and they had really nothing on clearance that I was looking for. So to find those marked down like a few times and still here, definitely a big win for the golf Whatnot items. We just made it to the next store, and it's actually a Sierra trading post. I've never been to this store before, so I'm looking forward to see what we can find. All right, so we're finding some good stuff. These are all the keepers. These are all the lookups. These is actually a pretty nice little find. Some Western Rise Evolution pants for 15. Found a few of those, and those are pretty good even in used condition. So I'm gonna look them up and make sure, because sometimes they get saturated being in a place like this. But I think those are gonna be nice for eBay. We got some golf shoes for Whatnot. Gonna try to move some of this golf stuff, long sleeve stuff on Whatnot as well. Okay, that ended up being a great stop. My original total was like $860 or something. I got a lot of long sleeve golf stuff, which is gonna be great because people are starting to ask for that in the streams. And then I've been waiting for a time where I had a huge order to open that TJ Maxx credit card. Not financial advice, don't open credit cards normally. I wouldn't recommend doing that, but I've been waiting for a time to save a bunch of money, and I shop at those stores a lot, so saving that 5% every single time will add up over time. So that was a nice haul, mainly for the golf stuff, the Western Rise pants, and I found a Western Rise shirt that's going to be good for eBay as well, and in the same plaza as the TJ Maxx, so let's go check it out. So I just got home. That TJ Maxx was a bust. They had like 4 items on clearance, and none of it was marked down very much at all. No golf items. So just had to drive the hour home, drop my mom back off at her car. But we still got quite a haul. I would say that's pretty much a full car. And I also just got off the phone with one of my friends I met locally, who we've done some business deals together, and he was outsourcing today and got some more items for me. I'm just basically going to pay him like a finder's fee, a few bucks per item. And we're going to, I don't know, meet up maybe tomorrow or over the weekend or maybe early next week. So I think he got me like 10-ish items, so we'll add that to the total today. So I think, I don't know, we probably got like 150 items or more. I'll have to do some sort of tally to see how many items we really got. I'm not going to go over all the golf items in detail because a lot of it is just really boring stuff that I just like I said, I buy it to sell it on Whatnot for 15 bucks. But what I'll do is I will take all the stuff that I got for eBay. But what I've actually been doing is all the stuff I'm buying for eBay, I'm pulling some of it to list for myself, and then I'm putting aside other parts of it to sell as wholesale to some of my wholesale buyers. And that's just to keep inventory moving, sell things a little bit quicker, make a few bucks. I'm already in front of those items. I don't want to leave them behind, but I currently have more items than I can list in the amount of time because I'm spending so much time selling on Whatnot. So, I mean, it's a good problem to have too much inventory, but it is a problem nonetheless that needs addressed so that inventory is not just wasting away, costing me money, and not making me money. So what I'll do is when I get to the eBay stuff or the eBay/wholesale stuff, I will go ahead and maybe do like a little bit of a thrift haul. I might not be able to film that today, but I'll film it tomorrow and throw it at the end of this video. So just a little recap of the day so far. I woke up, got to the thrift store at 8 when they opened, sourced there from 8 till like I guess 10 o'clock or so. Then I drove an hour to try out some new retail stores. My mom went with me, so I took her out to lunch while we were up there, then drove back. I'm just now getting home. It's 3 o'clock now, so I really only have 2 hours left in my day. Basically gonna get all this stuff inside the garage and start sorting and organizing it, because I do have a pre-owned golf whatnot show tomorrow morning, so I'm going to restock a bunch of items, which is nice because my buyers will come back and I'll have new items to be able to show them, and hopefully that new stuff will sell. I didn't take a video of this in the thrift store, but one thing I do is I separate the IKEA bags when I'm checking out into the eBay and wholesale versus the golf items. So you can see like all these are going to be golf polos, golf jackets, pullovers, same thing with everything in this bag. And then this bag and this bag are eBay/wholesale. And then everything up here is from Sierra. And that bag, I got a bunch of Sierra bags, and then I have one TJ Maxx bag as well. Shout out to my amazing wife. She made me this iced latte when I got home. So I'm actually just gonna take a break and get on my computer and go over emails, check and see if there's any online leads that I need to do some online arbitrage, get back to any eBay messages or offers or anything like that, and just kind of do a little bit of that while I drink and enjoy my coffee. All right, I just counted up on my electronic receipt. We did 49 items at Sierra. So I think I had like 6 items, I had 7 items at the TJ Maxx. So we did, I think that's 7 plus 49, so 56 plus 95. So we did 151 items sourced today. And I also know that my friend sourced, I think more than this, but conservatively 6 items for me at a different location. So let's add that on top. We'll do 157 items sourced. It's 4:30 now. What I'm going to do is spend the last 30 minutes just organizing my garage a little bit. There's really not anything to see or to show, so I'm not going to take you guys with me there. But what I am going to do is actually film a thrift haul for the eBay / the things I'm going to wholesale and put it right here. All right, let's film this thrift haul. This is everything I picked up that will be for eBay or going into a wholesale box to one of my buyers. This all is stuff that was purchased for my pre-owned golf shows. I sold 100 items on Wednesday and Thursday, and then like 25 on Friday. So honestly, most of the stuff that I purchased at the thrift store for golf stuff has already sold, so I can't really show that to you. And that was kind of the point, to sell it fast, right? So here we go. We'll get it started off with some Public Rec pants. I don't know the model name of these, but I'm going to go to their website and figure out which model name these are. I paid $7 for these. If you go to the website and put in the current model name, because they used to have different model names, then they made the same pants but changed the model names. If you put in the more recent model names, you get more money. So that's how I figure that out. I paid $8 for this. This is a Peter Millar sweater, but the tag is cut out. It does have a Rutgers logo there. Sorry, the color gets weird when I get close. But this is a Peter Millar. Unfortunately, the size tag is also cut out. I would normally sell this in my golf show, but without it having a size tag, I'd rather just list that on eBay where people can see the measurements. Next up, we have some modern 501s. I paid $6 for these. So basically with the tag prices, I don't know if I mentioned this before in the video or not, but orange and yellow were half off, so $7.50. And then I had an additional 25% off my whole order. So what's 25% off of $7.50? I usually just think $6 in my head. These are modern 501s, but the reason I grabbed them is size 34-36 in a nice dark wash. So really good size. I would say when you're talking good sizes for Levi's, longer inseam than waist is usually a safe bet. 30-32, 32-34, 34-36, and then obviously like 32-36 would still be good, and so forth. All right, paid $4 or $4.50 for these. I got to take the things off as well. It's actually Monday morning now when I'm finally getting to this, and my photographer's coming in about 30 minutes, so I'm also prepping these for her to take pictures of. These are some Polo Ralph Lauren jeans. These are vintage. I don't know how vintage. They might be Y2K, they might be actually vintage, but I saw on the bottom it said 67 boot cut, which is why I was willing to take the gamble at $4.50. They don't have much of a flare at the bottom. Yeah, I guess I should be making another pile for like something I'm gonna wholesale. Okay, we'll think about that as we go here. Okay, these I picked up because they were cheap. So let's see, they were 25% off of 5, so less than $4, I guess. I got 3 pairs of these. They're 527s, not in the best size, 40-30. But boot cuts in style, and because I got them so cheap, I'm just gonna price those cheap and try to sell them quickly. So I had 1, 2, 3 of those. So 3 pairs of those. These I took a, oh no, there's a different one I took a gamble on. These were just paid, what is that, like 12 bucks? Half off and then 25% off of that price for some True Religion Gino relaxed slims with the flat pockets. So these are True Religions, distressed, nice wash, flat pocket. It's got what you want. If you find the ones with the super thick stitching on the back pocket, those can go for more. Paid $6 for this cool quarter zip. Let's see, is it wool? Acrylic and polyester. Either way, it's a really nice condition, cool quarter zip. Those fall sales are gonna start kicking in, guys, so don't be afraid to pick up those fall items. It's gonna kick in any day now. Paid $7.50 for this Y2K FUBU jacket. I did not look this up. I probably should have, honestly, but I just picked it up based on Y2K. Been selling so well for me lately. There's the tag. It does have like the hidden buttons. Pretty cool. Nice baggy. Let's see, size 2XL. All right, paid $4 or so for this. This is a Collars & Co. It's a polo with a dress shirt collar. These always sell super fast for me. They used to be like a major bolo. I'm sure they've cooled off a bit. It's been a while since I found some. Oh, you know what? Which of these should I sell wholesale? Probably this FUBU jacket, because I am out of jacket storage almost completely. So basically when I'm wholesaling stuff right now, I just have more inventory than I can list because I'm spending so much time focusing on whatnot. And so I'm just trying to make like a couple bucks. I don't want to leave really good items behind at the thrift store. Okay, this is my first one that's not half off. Blue was full price, but I did have the 25% off. So I paid $7.50 for this Polo Ralph Lauren Big Pony, kind of rugby style. Is it rubber buttons? No. So I guess it's just more like a Big Pony polo, not really a rugby. But it has that color block and the number on the back, so I probably will put rugby in the title, to be honest. Okay, you guys saw this one in the store. This is a Champion Todd Snyder turtleneck sweatshirt. I think I put a comp up on the screen, so I won't say what I comped it out as because I can't remember. But when you see this like faded, vintagey looking Champion tag, it's usually a Todd Snyder tag, and those collabs are usually pretty good. I've sold some for really good money. Okay, paid $6 for this. This is kind of a random item. I don't know if I should have picked this up. It's basically just like a Adidas Nuitags like sports shirt. It was $6 and Nuitags Adidas, so I grabbed it. Here we have 2 back-to-back Mizzen and Main shirts. I paid $6 a piece for these. I still pick these up in good sizes if they're like geometric and a good pattern. This one is like blue with pink flowers on it. And if it's the same size, maybe I'll have my photographer do these as a lot. And the other one, this one is a trim fit, no tuck, and the other one is a regular fit, so I can't bundle them up. But this one's like a white with a cube geometric design on it. Okay, this is a random pickup, not something I'm very excited about, but it was Nuitags Levi's sweatshirt for 25% off of 3. So like $2 and some change for a Levi's sweatshirt, new at tags. So that's probably something I'm gonna throw in the wholesale because, you know, I got such a no-brainer deal on that. I can give somebody else a good deal and still make a couple bucks and not have to spend money for my photographer to take pictures of it. Here we have, I figured out the brand on these. They're called the Unbranded brand. You would have seen this in the comp earlier. These are those selvage jeans that we found. $6 for a Patagonia Better sweater. Probably a women's small. It looked a little bit tapered. You can look up the style code right here. Type in those 5 digits. STY 25617. So type in Patagonia 25617 into Google and it'll tell you if it's men's or women's. I'm gonna put that in like the wholesale pile just because I got a good deal on it and I know somebody else can definitely, like if I sell that for 10, somebody can still make good money on that. Picked up a few pairs of shoes today. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, more than I normally pick up. I got these for $7.50, some Nobles. Not the most amazing condition, but for $7.50, some Nobles. Some New Balance 990s made in USA. These are super nice. These are actually in brand new condition. I'll just have to get that. Normally on used shoes, I just scribble that out, but because these are brand new, I'll get that marker off. I paid 25% off 25. So what is that? Paid about 20 bucks for these. Should sell for maybe like 70 bucks in new condition. Paid $7.50 for these Kizik's. These are in kind of like new condition. Look, they had originally had these priced as 50 and they went all the way down to 20. It does have the little sticker on the bottom. I'll clean these up and see if I can make them look brand new, or maybe I'll just put them in the wholesale pile because that's a really good deal. And here we have some Hoka waterproof, like hiking boot shoe kind of things. Men's size 8, not the best size. So another thing, gonna throw in the wholesale bundle just to sweeten the deal a bit because those are really nice, but a little bit of a slower seller because of the size. Got quite a bit of new at tags Levi's. Paid, what, $9 for these? These are 513s, 33 by 34, which 513 is a slim straight. Honestly, I did not look up anything about these. When I find new at tags Levi's for that cheap, I usually just list them at $39.95. Here's another pair, only these are 501s for 10 bucks. So that is a better pickup. New at tags, 501s, 34, 32, good size, but it is light wash, so not the best wash for 501s. Paid $7.50 for these Levi's chambray chino pants, also new at tags. These are things I'd probably be passing on if they weren't brand new. I think for $7.50, I will put that in the wholesale pile. More new at tags 501s for 10 bucks. Those do have a little bit of a weird spot on the wash, so that's probably why they were so cheap. 511 in black gray, so those are gonna sell a little bit better. These were $7.50 new at tags, so that's cheaper than they'd normally price that. I'm gonna put that in the wholesale pile just because I got a good deal on it. I know that I can sell those for 15 and somebody can make some money on it. 10 bucks or $7.50 for these BKE Jake jeans. These ones are pretty nice. Nice little bit of a darker wash with some nice whiskering and fading. These will probably sell pretty quick. For my supplier, I pay like 12 bucks for most of the BKE jeans, so $7.50 is like basically getting a nice little discount because I sell tons of those from my supplier. We got a Polo Ralph Lauren chambray, $7.50. I got it because it was chambray and had the flesh pony on it. We got some new at tags 527s for $7.50. Normally they price these at like 30, so I have to hope that they make it to half off and then they're like 12 bucks on the new at tags Levi's, but they priced a bunch of them at 20, so with the discounts it was $7.50. Here's another one. This is $10. These are the 513 slims. Untuck It, new at tags flannel. The tag's in here somewhere. It's in there somewhere. I'll untangle it. Paid $7.50. I honestly don't know if that is a good pickup or not. I just kind of grabbed it and I forgot to look it up before checking out. I would guess $7.50, you know, like there's no way that's gonna sell for less than like 25, right? Somebody check me in the comments. Okay, paid about 14 bucks for these Lululemon chino pants.
This is one of the newer models. I can tell because this size tag is thicker. But this is a newer model. Paying a little bit more than what I want to on those because they're not like as good as they once were. Is that how? Yeah, is that good English? I don't know. But I try not to leave good items behind when they sell quickly. So paid $7.50 for these. These are true spec 24/7 Expedition pants. When I looked these up, I saw a comp of this exact one, Nuitags, for $95. Normally, True Spec I don't think of as being like a banger brand, but it might make me want to look at it a little bit more going forward, because if these actually do comp out at 95, that is something to pay attention to for sure. These ones are really nice. They do have like articulated knee. They have little extra pockets, lots of zippers. Ankle zipper, lots of cool features, so I wouldn't be surprised if they are just a really nice model. Paid $7.50 for these Veronica Beard like patch pocket, high-waisted pants. Honestly, I looked up comps. There was some selling for like $15 and some selling for $60 in this exact cut. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna list it high and try to have a better listing than most people. Veronica Beard, I don't really know women's clothing that well, to be honest. Is that good? I don't know. $10 for some 550 Nuitags. Not a great cut, but like I said, the Nuitags Levi's, I usually list them at $39.95, take offers of between $32 and $35, and they sell for me. I'm gonna keep doing it. Okay, here we have $10 for a Polo Ralph Lauren. This one is a rugby shirt, but it is short sleeve. So it has the USA colorway and the USA patches. And all that fun stuff on there. Really nice one. I'm gonna put that one in the wholesale because I know one of my buyers that really likes Ralph Lauren, so gotta hook your people up, you know. $7.50 for some Nike. Are these Nike golf pants? Oh no, North Face convertible hiking pants. I had a pair of golf pants that looked very similar to this as well. So these are convertible hiking pants. I did not look these up. Probably should have, but I've had such good success with the convertible models of North Face pants. I just kind of went with it. Paid $10 for these Patagonia board shorts, Nuitags. They do have a little like lifeguard logo there. But $10 Nuitags Patagonia. That's an automatic pickup for sure in my book. And then these are the ones that I took a gamble on. This is the last item here. Paid $12-ish for these. And these are some baggy Fat Farm. Nice catch, Caleb. Some baggy Fat Farm. They have like the back pockets on the front. Some baggy jeans in a really good size, in my opinion, of 34, 33. The comps were not that good on these, but I just thought because of the style, we could make these things work. So, I don't know. Did I do the right thing there? Would you have picked those up? Would you have passed? Let me know. I don't know what I said in the last part of this video, but after this, I probably said something really important because I talked as if I was after the thrift haul in the video, so you're going to want to watch it. Hope you enjoyed that thrift haul. Thank you so much for spending another day in the life with me. Thank you so much. If you've watched every single one of these day in the life videos, which is becoming a week in the life, definitely let me know down in the comments what you think about the series. And next week is going to be my Friday of a day/week in the life. I'll see you guys in the next one.